All right, guys. Well, I know we're all ready for spooky season, spooky weather. Today's not going to be the case, though. A little hot for today. We actually are expecting to match or break a record high for today. So I know it doesn't feel spooky outside, but it is going to be a gorgeous Saturday. It's going to be really nice. It's just not going to be chilly. So we don't have a lot of cloud coverage for today. A lot of sunshine. We're starting off our day at 76 degrees. Winds from the south at 9 miles per hour. So a lot warmer out east compared to west. But nonetheless, it's going to be hot everywhere and humid as well. But you'll notice how much warmer it is, closer to the 80s already in Seguin and Gonzales. And we're already at 81 in San Marcos. So you can definitely see how much warmer it is this morning compared to yesterday. But throughout the day, again, it's going to be a lot of sunshine, not a lot of cloud coverage for today. And we do expect a high of 93 degrees. So it's going to be a hot one. It's going to be hot and humid as well. So it might feel a little bit warmer, around 95, 96. But this weekend, we are going to be getting a cold front. So tonight into tomorrow morning, we're going to see those temperatures dip. It's going to cool us down to those mid-upper 80s, which is actually where we should have started beginning of October. We're barely going to reach those 80s now, and we're already past that halfway mark, and it's also going to be pushing in those winds. So beginning of October, that's where we should have been at 86, 87 degrees, and then closer to Halloween, which is less than 2 weeks away, we should have been closer to the 70s. I don't think that's going to be the case this year. I think it's going to be a lot like last year, which we actually had registered 90 degrees in 2024, and 2023 was a very chilly Halloween. We got to see 61 degrees. The other years about average, I would say, but I think it's going to be a lot like last year, very above average. So hopefully we'll stick to the 80s, but it might be the 90s as well. Now, our coldest Halloween, the overnight low, it was in 2019. We got to see 34 degrees, so that's 2 degrees above freezing for our overnight low. So that was 2019. Now tomorrow we're going to be seeing those winds pick up. If you have any plans for your Sunday, maybe church, you run some errands, go to farmer's market, just keep in mind it's going to be a gusty one. We could see gusts up to 30 miles per hour. We're also not seeing a whole lot of rain chances, which is very unusual for the month of October, but dry conditions plus windy conditions is never a good combination, especially since we are in a drought. So just a reminder to all the folks out there, we do have a burn ban in Bexar County up until November 10th. So make sure you're limiting the campfires, the barbecues, anything that could spark a fire outdoors, because it could spread very quickly. All right, let's talk about your 14-day forecast with Halloween in view now, which is very exciting. So we've got some 80s on the board for tomorrow, and then back revamp into the 90s for your Monday. Next weekend, though, we might see some slight rain chances, 80s once again. And as of right now, it's still pretty far away, but right now it looks like 88 degrees for Halloween.